Just one of those that rise up. Oh, yeah.
Does it rise up?
Yeah.
All right, word.
Get a little height on it.
All right. We're now rolling. Jeremy's just adjusting himself.
Oh, let's go.
I was gonna do this. I'm just gonna hold it. I'm
Okay.
gonna hold it.
Holders.
Like we're on stage. Welcome to Manny Tools Around. I got Jeremy Scippio here. Is this the?
Hey.
Yeah. We'll just hold for applause. Thank you guys. So here we are in a not so sunny Los Angeles today. It's been rather rainy. I went to the Grammys.
You sure did.
That's a flex.
And they gave you a change purse.
They gave me a change purse. I have a reel on Instagram that tells you what's in it. I went over it thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah. But we're here not for me. We're here for you. I'm here.
I'm here for you.
I'm here to talk. We're here for each other. Yeah. But no, man, Many Tools Around, the show where I interview comedians wherever I feel like going. And here we are in Los Angeles, and this is Jeremy Scippio, nice enough to take some time to talk to me about nonsense.
Yeah, I tell you, your voice, Manny. I mean, my God, like you have a. I want to say you have a podcast voice now.
Podcast voice?
But that's just because we're doing a podcast. But
Right.
I told you have like the perfect voiceover voice.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Dude.
Like your voice is like better than like your actual conversation. Like your voice is a little too good
I don't know how to
for the
take that.
stuff that you say. Like
It sounds. I think you meant to compliment me, but it just sounds hurtful.
you know how a toddler when a toddler they're like, oh my God, like he's speaking so good. Like, yo, it's like he's saying all these smart things, like he's speaking like an adult. It's like, yo, he's only 2.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Wait till you see my comedy. Oh man.
Yeah.
Thank God for these White Claws. Where am I? Yep, there I go. Look at me tooling around. This is not a home improvement podcast. All right, this is take 2 of Manny Tools Around Los Angeles edition. The Zoom recorder ran out of battery, so now we just plugged it into the wall because we have a wonderful AirBB host.
Yes.
She's great. I think she's having a conversation that we can hear. Which is totally fine. But she's actually like a producer and director for like big movies.
Yes, Netflix.
So she can say whatever she wants.
She can change our lives.
She can change our lives.
You could be doing this podcast on Netflix.
This is yeah.
She stick around.
Do they air podcasts on Netflix?
Yours will be the first.
I'll be the first.
Yes.
Yeah. Many Tools Around.
Yeah, they do commercials on Netflix now. You know that?
Do they really?
The world's over, man.
No. When did they start that?
Like literally last week. It's the worst.
Fuck you, Netflix. I'm just kidding. Give us a special. Give us a special.
Yes.
Give Jeremy a special so he can boost me up.
Let's go.
What were we talking about before it crapped out?
Oh, we're talking about your voice.
Oh, my voice. Let's keep talking about my voice, dude.
No, yeah, I don't know.
I have a face for radio.
For podcasting.
I have a face for podcast.
Face for podcasting.
Well, podcasting are now on camera now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let's keep it radio. No, I'm trying to tell you though. Literally,
radio
your voice has this is such a good voiceover voice. Who did I compare you to?
You compared me to a toddler. I think that's the last thing you said.
No. I was saying. I don't even want to say it.
No, say it, dude. Say it. It's okay. It's recorded forever.
I know, right?
It won't hurt me at all.
I was like, it's like a monotone Jon Lovitz.
Monotone Jon Lovitz. That sucks. I hear it now that I'm talking.
It stinks.
Oh man. Jon Lovitz, if you want to come on the show, do an episode and we can compare voices.
He'd be like, I will not do your show. I have things to do.
Dude, you're actually fantastic at voices.
Am I?
Yeah, like you nail them accurately. Dude, everything you were doing. What was the last one that you were doing that I said you nailed?
Was it Cat Williams?
You were doing Cat Williams. Dude, you did Cat Williams perfectly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I do need to spend more time on my impressions. I don't really. You know what happens is I never attempt to do the impression. I'll like say he said, she said. And then after a while of repeating what they said, I'll just go straight into it.
You'll just nail it.
and then somebody like you would be like, "Oh, that was good," and I'm like, "I'm just trying to tell a story."
It's really good. No, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, it sounds really good. You're good at voices. You're
Thanks,
good at
man.
impressions, man.
So I got to do
Really
something with
good.
that.
You should do something. I think we were talking about cartoons. You know, maybe hit up Matt Groening.
I never knew how to say it.
I don't know how
I think
to-
it's groin, like groining.
Grinning.
Yeah.
Okay.
grinding. Ooh, you know what I keep in a line.
Is that how it goes?
No. But yeah, you said you go. What are you gonna do with him?
I'm not gonna do anything with him. I think you should hit somebody up.
Oh, okay.
That's in charge of cartoons, so you could do voices.
voiceovers.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'd be
yeah.
fucking dope at that shit.
Bro, we gonna get some work. Yeah, definitely.
Yo, for real,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, I'll be Jon Lovitz.
Jon Lovitz.
Yeah,
Just say it stinks.
it stinks.
Yes, perfect. Oh my god,
Fuck.
you're holding back too.
I don't know. How do you? No, I'll try it. It stinks.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
that
From
Jon
the
Lovitz?
critic, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was a great cartoon.
Man, it was an amazing cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on The Simpsons.
Oh, I'm sure everybody was on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Anyone who's anyone has been on The Simpsons.
He had his own episode. It was like a crossover type thing.
Was it?
Yeah. I forgot what happened.
So they've done a bunch of crossovers.
Oh, yeah.
They've been around for like 30 odd years.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah,
What
that-
haven't they done?
Yeah, man. The Simpsons. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just to think, it started on the Tracy Ullman show, and definitely wasn't. I think it was before.
Is that where The Simpsons started? The Tracy Ullman show? I thought it was SNL for some reason.
No. Now SNL has some good cartoons. I remember they had this one. They'll never do this today. The ambiguously gay duo.
I was just about to say that. That was my favorite SNL cartoon, the ambiguously gay duo. Wait, wasn't one of them Steve Colbert?
I don't know who did the voices, but I guess that makes sense.
I think he might have done one.
That makes sense.
I could be lying. Sorry. Like, Steve watches this.
He will.
No one's watching this.
He will. They all will.
Everyone will. Everyone will watch this once your episode airs.
Will what?
Once your episode airs. everyone will watch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, no, also Nick and Jordan. Yeah. You know what? I got, this is episode 3, by the way.
Hey, episode 3, baby.
This is episode 3.
Original.
Episode 3 in Los Angeles, out west.
Yeah.
Mania Tools Around West
Yeah.
with Jeremy Scippio.
Yep.
Me and Jeremy Scippio are tooling around,
That's exactly what's going on.
touching tips.
You don't. You really just tool around. You don't have any direction for this.
No,
huh?
here it is. No, we do. Well, we do. No, well, this is like the top.
You actually have
we just
so
dig
many
around.
things to talk about.
I have so many. This is gonna take
and you
8 hours.
literally didn't even start. You're just like,
I
yep.
didn't even start it yet.
I feel like I'm on the King of the Hill fence.
Yeah. I'm Dale. I got
like-
pocket sand.
It's like Grammys. Yep, Grammys.
Grammys, White Claw, Voice for Radio, Jon Lovitz.
There it is.
Yeah.
Hashtags.
Oh, there's going to be so many hashtags on this one. It's going to be great.
Yep.
But no, I think what I want to always like base it around loosely is my guest.
Yeah.
So I want to know a little bit more about you.
Okay.
I know you're from Cincinnati.
Sadly.
Sadly.
No, I'm kidding. I always say that.
I always start with what made you want to do comedy?
What made me want to do comedy? The simplest answer is I was just a big fan of Martin Lawrence, and well, his show first. And when you're a kid, you just, whether people admit it or not, you just start imitating people, And I imitated him in my life, not like an impression. Like I just was trying to be Martin. I just
Base your life on the show.
Yeah, the character specifically.
The character, yeah.
And I think later on I realized, because I watched Def Comedy Jam, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together that this was like the occupation.
Yeah.
And that was like
That's
the
what it
TV
is.
show that came from that.
Right.
So, I just kind of kept that in the back of my mind. And I mean, I literally have to give credit to probably Comic View the most, even over Def Comedy Jam, because Comic View, I watched it. Comic View was on for a long time.
What was Comic View on?
BET. And it came on late night.
Cool.
Yeah, HBO, like, I didn't grow up with,
HBO.
like cable was spotty in my house, so it would have a cable for like a year and then not have cable for like 2-3 years.
Okay.
But HBO specifically was a premium channel.
Yeah, you had to pay like $50 a month for that.
My mama wasn't doing that.
Dude, $50 a month back then, that was like $50.
Yeah, that's, come on. That was like $200 now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Inflation wise.
Every second it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so
Thanks, Obama. No, I'm just kidding.
I blame Obama.
No. Thanks, Nixon. I blame Nixon for everything.
Nixon, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Watergate, man.
Reagan. I blame Reagan.
Reaganomics.
Reagan's.
Every president.
Everyone's got a thing.
Obamacare.
Obama. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for Obamacare.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I like Obama. Please, Obama, do my podcast. I love you so much.
Trump insurrection.
Trump insurrection, January 6th. He brought us January 6th.
January 6th.
Biden brought us
Nothing.
Ambien.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Biden death.
Biden death. Yeah. Circling the grave. No, but dude, I love the trope of Dark Brandon with Biden, because like, you know, they started
Let's
saying,
go Brandon.
Let's go Brandon.
Yeah.
Right. And then like the other side went like Dark Brandon. So like Dark Brandon's like when he like starts to step shit up, when he like starts doing good stuff.
I like white humor.
White humor.
Yeah, because
This is definitely what
it don't matter.
like, I like white humor.
White humor.
It's not funny to me. I don't get it.
No, I kind of get it, but it also don't matter. That's the coolest thing
That's
about
true.
white humor. Like it's
Yeah.
just like you need Wikipedia present in order to like laugh.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
That's
that's funny.
That's
Yeah.
so rude.
Well, that's the cool thing about podcasts. Either
Yeah.
someone's going to listen to this in the car,
Yo.
or they can't look it up,
You're not lying, bro.
or they're just, you know,
You're not lying. They're
they'll
definitely
be at home. It's going to be in a car. People are in a car.
Yes,
All my podcasts I listen to in the car.
in the car. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube for me at home when I'm working.
YouTube's
out.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
that's
if
what-
I'm just lonely. Or, you know, lonely. That was Freudian. That was
Yeah,
a
I know,
Freudian
right?
slip. So, by the way, man, I'm very lonely. That's why I do these
Podcasts.
podcasts.
Podcasts are for lonely people. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's true. You don't listen to it with your homies. You don't.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to listen to a podcast, bro? Let's listen to it together.
Yeah. But back to the original. Yeah, that's pretty much.
So
it.
that was
my
that was your come up. You liked
Def Comedy Jam, SNL,
Comedy View, yeah, SNL.
Live in Color, Mad TV, Spy versus Spy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy because I didn't realize that I was on a path to doing stand up at the
Okay.
time. But when
how old were you when you were like started to think about all this stuff and started liking like what
I mean, shoot, I like to say 8, but
8?
that was just when I took a particular interest in stand up.
Okay.
You know, but I would say just kind of my whole life, I was just always around it.
Right. Well,
And
yeah.
I used to get mad when because SNL came on so late. I would watch.
Couldn't watch it.
Well, I would fall asleep. Oh my god.
Right.
Nothing pissed me off more than trying to stay up on a Saturday night and I would watch Mad TV. Right. Oh man, let's just say I would get probably like 15 minutes in, and I think because Mad TV came on like 10:30, like that. SNL didn't come on to like it had some weird start time like
Well,
11.
SNL is like 11.
Yeah, 11,
11:30 something.
It's like
that?
11:15 or some weird number.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But sometimes I would like go to sleep 5 minutes in and won't wake up until like 1. Oh my god, I would be so pissed, man. I'd kick something, man.
That's
Yeah.
so
it used
you would like fall asleep just through the show.
man, like because you spend no time trying to stay up, you know.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, man, I miss it. It'll break my heart. But now I can miss
Now you can
every.
watch it, yeah.
I can miss every SNL episode and feel perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, I feel like, you know, it's. Well, here's how I feel about SNL. I feel like a lot of people say like it dropped in quality, and I guess it maybe it did, but also I feel like a lot of it's just like we're older, you know, and like so like we grew up with like the Will Ferrells and like the. Was Jon Lovitz was on it, right? Jon
I
Lovitz?
think yeah, but he was a different era.
70s era.
He was a different
But all
era.
those eras were like you know, there was such a golden era for talent. And then like now, like, you know, everyone's more or less like our age or way younger.
Yeah.
So like we look at it with a different lens. Maybe that's just how I take it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Everything's in errors.
It's subjective though, yeah.
Yeah, but also, you know, having people that I actually love when they're.
Yeah.
You know, I love Melissa Villaseñor,
She's
Punky Johnson.
fantastic, yeah.
You know, who else? Is on
Oh,
there?
great.
Forgive me, guys.
I love Che. Like Che. I mean, my favorite thing is Weekend Update. Yeah, Joe's and Che fucking.
So who's your
favorite?
favorite? No, Norm Macdonald's my favorite.
Of all
host.
time?
Yes, all time.
He
host.
was
Yeah.
the best.
Who's
He
yours?
was fantastic. I mean, I love Norm. I loved when Tina and Amy did it.
Okay.
They did. Tina's a fucking genius.
Tina and Amy. I thought
Tina Fey.
Tina did it mostly with Jimmy Fallon, right? No,
Was she with Fallon?
I think it was that
She
was
might have.
that was the
I
team.
thought she did it with Polar too.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
see.
you're probably
Maybe.
right. You're probably
Maybe.
right. I have no idea. Shout out Jimmy too. I mean, yeah.
Jimmy Fallon. I mean, yeah, he cemented himself, even though he's having a lot of issues in the.
Yeah, which is weird because I feel like he has to be like. He seems like a nice guy.
That's the act, but you know,
he hits his crew.
You know, thing is, when your job becomes humor, there's a certain face you have to put on, a certain identity, a certain mask, whatever.
Yeah.
And
it's like, I'm not this happy, like in general.
Yeah,
I'm just smiling for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna kill myself right after this.
I don't believe you because you said it a lot, and I'll be looking forward to you not being around, and then you pop back up. It's kind of crazy, but
I'll keep my promise one day. Don't you worry, Jeremy.
I'm sorry, this is dark, man.
I love it. No, dude, dark humor. Go on. I interrupted you with my suicide.
It don't even matter, bro. I interrupted you with my suicide.
It doesn't even matter.
What were we talking about? Yeah. I mean, look, at SNL, I just think it's errors. Just like with hip hop or anything else. We old fogies get stuck on an era and we won't let it go.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean a reflection of overall, but at the same time, there's certain things that have been integrated into SNL. Like it's a way blacker of a show nowadays than it's ever been, which is interesting.
Do you think it's more like woke, like than it used to be? Like do you think they kind of went that route just to kind of keep it that route?
Well, technically, by definition, I would say they kind of have to be woke because they are like a prime time. Yeah, that's hilarious. It's like a prime. It's a prime show on NBC.
Yeah.
So they
kind of had to.
Well, NBC, back in our day. We knew about the big three: ABC, CBS, and NBC. Yeah. And their prime time shows. Yeah, the original.
The original, not the OG. No, not the bad ones.
Not the new ones. Not the bad ones.
Not the bad ones.
Yo,
not that they're bad. Thank you for protecting us.
Cancel this already.
But also,
but yeah,
I've been in prison. No,
I just kind of disagree with the concept of woke. I'm not denying it exists. It exists or doesn't exist, but.
I say it in like a loose way.
Yeah, but so many things get pushed under that umbrella.
Yeah,
that doesn't necessarily need to be. Because that's like calling Sesame Street woke.
Right.
Like it's Sesame Street.
Well, again, like I identify as like definitely a liberal leaning person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like woke was stolen from black culture.
This is true.
Yeah, 100%. Just like anything good is stolen from black culture.
I love that saying, and as much as I want to like be that person today,
I'm Hispanic. I can kind of tool around in both avenues.
As much as I love bigging up black culture, making it because I know it's better than every other culture.
It really is.
There's more, but there's more to that story though. Just put like that. There's more. There's a lot more blending than we give credit. Yeah. But I say a lot of original American like stuff that was birthed right here definitely came from black culture.
Yeah, definitely. Rock,
but woke, which people view as a bad thing, started from black culture. Specifically, one of the main spokespeople for woke, that concept, spoke out about it because Erykah Badu, back in the day, they had neo soul music, which that genre was kind of like dissipated as a whole. But when that was big, woke was supposed to mean like, the whole third eye concept where you, have a deeper understanding. And
that's what it means. Yeah,
it was supposed to mean, but now it means that you have an agenda.
Now it's like you like Biden. I was like, no, what the fuck? I just like regular life.
Yeah. Everybody's having an identity crisis.
Yeah,
and we leave it up to writers who have jobs, to generate content.
Yep.
And we make that our costume, our identity, when it doesn't have to be.
Right.
A well-rounded person is, most things at some point.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of sad that like everybody has to like pick a side these days, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah. But to be fair, we have a lot of new concepts being born or acknowledged, or certain people fighting for rights or acknowledgement, which I don't think they should be ignored. But also I think, we have to be more realistic because I travel a lot. I'm around a lot of people, you know. And we have to be more realistic about what effect it's having, what what's the goal of the movement, of the concept, of the idea. Because a lot of times it tends to be more in the media, more in marketing, and more in making money.
Yeah, for the big corporations, it's a cash grab. Yeah, they just know that like, okay, what's trending right now? It's great. Like people want to be like woke,
and they'll push it. And once the internet grabs it, they'll be the kids or the people. Yeah, the ignorant will feel like it's their own idea. When the idea was implanted in you, as opposed to it being natural.
It's like some CIA shit.
Yeah, and
everything's kind of manipulation at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. I mean, what the best manipulation is to convince you that you need a product that you don't need or you don't have.
Like, sell me this pen.
Yeah, and to say, hey, if you don't have this, if you don't do this, you're nothing. You have no identity. You're not in. One of my favorite things to monitor is shoe culture.
They Live, right? Was that the movie?
They Live.
Where like they look every time like someone looks at somebody, it's like conform, and like someone sees it through like a certain like sunglasses. Like he sees like like the world is like just manipulation and whatever. I think
definitely. No, I think that's proper.
It's an old movie. I think that's what it is. If it's not, leave it in the comments. Again, no one's watching this.
I mean, now then they're gonna go back and see how insecure you are about people not watching.
Yeah, I hope it blows up. And I'm like, dude, literally everyone watches this.
Everybody watches it.
It's as a joke. Everyone watches it ironically because it's so bad.
They're gonna be like, this is day 6,084. Of Manny not killing himself.
No. Dude, I have another podcast that's about movies. Me and my best friend John. Shout out to John Ringerman. And we do this podcast about movies, and we keep like tossing around the idea of just like the inside joke, like the running gag is like, I want to kill myself. And
I don't know how the advertisers are gonna.
It's not gonna be good. Yeah.
I think even that word, you got to say unalive for you.
Unalive, yeah, unalive.
Yeah, like the AI doesn't know what that means too.
Right. Yeah. It's funny that the AI couldn't, capture a decapitated head from that one guy. So maybe it's not that good.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you heard about that, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah. How fucked up was that?
Wait. Just for context, there's the guy who cut off his father's head because he was something in law enforcement.
He was a civil engineer. The father. But the guy was just like a crazy. Like,
it was conspiracy. Like
he went on like, Trump,
he thought
psychopath.
He thought his father was
because he was in the government. He's just like he's just like a cuck for the government, and like Trump this, Trump that. He had like a whole weird manifesto. I don't want to watch that video. I don't want to see a man's head.
When I think about beheadings,
this is where it's going.
I don't know if you know I'm a poet. I
love it.
When I think about beheadings, I think about the body.
Do go on.
Unheaded. Yeah, I said it. You give me a disco beat?
No, that's EDM, a bad beat. That's a bad beat.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know how to produce, a better track from my mouth.
But when I think about beheadings, I think about, this has to be a crazy person.
Yeah.
Because the neck is such a strong muscle. Like, if you're cutting someone's, you have so much time to stop.
Yeah.
You
have to want to do it.
Like, I just carved a turkey for Thanksgiving, and I was, like, sweating.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is a lot.
Did you use, like, a knife, or did you use, like, one of those, like, machine ones?
I used a knife. I mean, I guess that you're supposed to use, maybe that's what he used on his father.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or a chainsaw.
I guess he did it off camera. He beheaded his dad.
That's a lot.
Off camera.
And he turned himself in, right? Is that what happened?
I'm pretty sure when you put it on YouTube, they're going to get you.
They'll get after lunch.
Yeah.
Like, what?
What's funny, dude? A lot of this culture is like a lot of pranks and a lot of stupid shit. Mm-hmm. Everybody's filming this shit, right? Like when I was a kid, and like I would, commit like petty crimes, like stupid shit. Like we didn't have like these camera phones.
Nope.
But all these kids, all these people are just like committing crimes and filming it and then posting it.
Yeah.
And say, you know what? Let me film this crime.
Yep.
And then post it.
Clout is more important.
It really is.
Than air, man.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to.
Crazy.
Like, it's the tree falling in the forest. There's nobody's around,
Yeah.
You got to post it on TikTok.
You really do.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have to defend yourself. That's more content. And then, then you call people stupid.
That's
and
it.
retarded in the comments, and that's how you get more viewers. Content is
A rage bait.
I was just talking rage bait. Exactly. I was just talking to
thing.
somebody about how like the numbers are more important than the actual content that's providing.
Yeah.
Like and it's all the same now. Like TV, movies, YouTube, social media. Like they don't even care anymore. Like we care, but I think those days are coming to a close because
they're done. Yeah.
yeah, we're there's gonna be
there's no censoring anymore. There's no like
there's no censoring.
There's no like yeah, whatever gets attention.
Yeah.
Even like cable channels.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to say shit for the longest time than you could.
Yeah.
Oh no, you still can't say shit on cable.
I don't even know how to.
I'm sorry, on like broadcasts, like
really?
like the networks.
I remember when they let bitch go.
Yeah,
that was in the 90s.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah.
It just, or maybe it was like early 2000s. I just remember Friends. I was watching Friends, and he was like, "You gonna be a bitch about it?" I was like, "What is going on?"
That's crazy. You know what's funny, dude? Like Friends is like as white toast as that show is.
Yeah,
they went ham on the homophobia.
Yeah, hey man.
When you look back at it, it went. I mean, it was a different time. It was a different time. It was a different time, dude. It was a different time. It was a different time. Oh man,
that shit was in.
That was good. I watched a lot through fucking through my pandemic. I just binged Friends.
Okay,
fucking all of it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know if I can binge Friends, but I like Friends.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I like Friends. I like Friends. True.
I like Jennifer Aniston. That was a huge crush of mine when I was a kid.
You had a crush on her?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say she had a crush on you. I was about to say what?
If she had a crush on me, that'd be some schizo shit to say, right? It's like, no, dude, no, trust me, bro. Trust me. When she looked at the camera, she was looking at me.
I feel like she's overrated.
I mean, she's older now. I mean, that's just like your opinion, man.
I'm just saying, when people just be like, some women, they got it. Like some, when they be like,
Margot Robbie got it.
Yeah. Next subject, please.
Okay.
No, okay. Look,
I like white girls.
She's cool. I mean, look, I need to. You know what sucks? I need to come up with an example.
Who's your crush? Who would be like if your wife? Who's your hall pass? Hall pass.
No hall pass.
The hall pass.
You had the question almost right, and then you made it dirty. Go. When I was growing up.
When you were growing up, when you were a child,
question.
Who did you want to fuck?
Manny. Let me see. So generically, Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. That's what I'm saying. Generically, I don't even think that's unique. You know what I mean?
That's queen.
But you know what? I think in my head, I was analyzing like the age difference. It's actually not. It's not as bad.
Yeah. How old is Beyonce?
Let me see. I hate to
40 something.
I think. She's not that much older than me.
She was at the Grammys last night. Yeah. She was wearing a cowboy hat.
Let me see. Beyonce. Do I have time for this? Is this a thing?
Time for this? Yeah. Fucking yeah.
Age.
We have so much time.
She's 42.
42?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad age difference at all.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it on the podcast.
Okay.
Can you drive me to Men's Warehouse after this? It's like 5 minutes away.
Depends on how this podcast goes.
I have to return my tux from the Grammys.
Yeah, depends on how this podcast goes.
Okay,
I have to let you know. If you keep asking me questions that put my relationship in jeopardy, then probably not.
I'm gonna cut everything. This whole bit is gonna be cut up until I start saying Men's Warehouse.
No. But you know what's funny? Since we're on the Beyonce thing, though. Kelly, I've been a lot of people have been doing the whole Beyonce Kelly thing. They be like, "Oh, Kelly's way better."
She got beef with Kelly? Oh, it's just the fans.
Just
the fans
looks.
are
Yeah. And I've always, a lot of obviously Beyonce is the winner. I mean, she's obviously one of the biggest people on the planet.
Yeah. She got. I mean, everything's locked too when you get that.
But I've been looking at Kelly lately. Me and my wife have been looking at Kelly lately, and now I'm like, Kelly, yeah. She's. I think she might.
Kelly Rowland, if you want to do a throuple with Jeremy Scippio, with the Scippio family.
I think she's married. But
swing it around.
If you want to swing,
if you want to swing with the Rowland fans and Rowland Scippio family.
I've not. My heart is weak. I couldn't take somebody smashing my wife. But
I love that thing.
But thank you though.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But if you need a ride to Men's Warehouse.
Thanks, man. Anyway, long story short, I'll give you a ride to Men's Warehouse after this. Oh man, this is cool. How far did we stray from like, hey, what got you into comedy?
Yes, very far, very far.
So back to you, Jeremy.
Okay. All right.
So you're from Cincinnati.
Yes.
You've been doing comedy for 12, 13 years?
That's a great question. Yeah, I think it'll be 13.
About 13 years?
Maybe 13.
And did you start in Cincinnati or did you start somewhere else?
I started in Cincinnati briefly. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. I started in technically Newport, Kentucky.
Newport, Kentucky. Wow.
Yeah, because that's right across the bridge from the Ohio River.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what border is
Cincinnati,
Ohio except for Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Well, Pennsylvania on with the
east, right?
Yeah, and Kentucky
South?
right below. Yeah, and then Indiana is on the right.
Huh.
Yeah, closer to the West
I always
Coast.
forget that Indiana's a state. Yeah.
I mean, well, I'll tell you, Illinois, I feel so bad because
Yeah.
it's just Chicago and then
They got
outside of
Chicago.
Chicago.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what New York State is. Well, no, New York State has like mountains and Buffalo and the fucking Niagara Falls.
That's how New Yorkers feel
Never
about
mind.
New York. Yeah,
Yeah.
The other people who live in like Albany and stuff, they still care.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Well, that's
yeah.
why I rescinded that.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, no, wait, no, there's a ton in New York State.
But I started there briefly. I went to Jeff Jenna's comedy class. It's funny because people view me as like outspoken against comedy classes, but yes, Jeremy
Really?
Scippio took a comedy class.
Damn, I took a comedy class.
Yeah, but we know you did. With me, I don't seem like I know.
There's gonna be a zoom in on me just going, got it.
But yeah, I did because I wasn't. I had no other reason to be in the club.
Right.
They were very strict on people being in the club.
Well, that's what got me started in comedy myself. I took Rick Chrome's class.
Okay.
With the comedy. So shout out to Rick Chrome. That's my dude. Like he really he's one of the best.
I mean, you took it the Comedy Cellar. That's pretty.
That's why I wanted to do it big, and it's you get what you pay for, and I'm a believer. I know so many comics give classes shit, but it's how are people going to start? How are people going to start?
Oh yeah.
It's a good way to just do it.
Yeah. I just say when in my past life when people felt like I was so against comedy class, I wasn't. But a lot of people were like in the game already. So and you're going up like 3 times a night. If you have access like that, you're getting such on the in the field experience.
Yeah.
Kind of like we were talking about with a film. Film production.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know a lot of people who came from film school, but majority has not came from some film school. And I know some pretty big people in the film world.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I think about stand up. If you're in a mecca and you have access to stages, I'd say that's kind of the best way to learn about stand up. But if you don't and you work a full-time job or something, you're trying to make that transition, then the comedy class would probably be best for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a lot of time to just BS and not know how that BS is going to turn out.
And it makes you want to keep doing it because you're paying for these classes.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, it's like college. Yeah.
Yeah. But for me, I wasn't even like I said, I wasn't even able to get in the club. They were very strict.
Yeah. Well, that's like the Cellar. It's like just because I took a class at the Cellar doesn't mean I can get up at the Cellar. You know what I mean? Like not yet. Like hopefully one day.
Yeah.
But it's like the most exclusive club. If you don't know.
Yeah. Cellar.
It's the most.
And the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
It's probably
the
the
most exclusive
hardest clubs to get into.
In America. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And therefore the world.
And therefore the world.
Yeah.
The world. They don't say world famous Comedy Cellar, huh?
I think they do.
They do.
You don't say America famous Comedy Cellar.
Well, because that's such a LA trope. Especially Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory, like the world famous comedy, the world famous.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Maybe I'm biased because I'm from the East Coast, but like Comedy Cellar is like the world famous.
I mean, is that part of their slogan though?
I don't think they have a slogan.
That's part of the Comedy Store's thing.
It is.
Like it's their thing.
The world famous. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, like it's because you got to understand, like the logo's a circus thing. It's like it's that idea, like dun, 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 that whole thing. It was built on that. So they like
Okay.
the world famous comedy store.
Famous,
You know, like,
Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey's Comedy Store.
meanwhile, when you meet all the comics, you be like, yeah, what the fuck? You know,
Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here.
So you be like, yo, where are the clowns?
Yeah, we're all clowns.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're in here, you're a clown. You're a clown.
But yeah, I actually want to go back. I know the website's not up, but there's one of the guys that was in the comedy class created like this group, and he listed our faces and our like described us because we of course we did the graduation thing, whatever. And I forgot what it was called, but I remember the penguin was the logo. And
For the store?
No. The comedy class I took in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Yeah, it was like a penguin logo, and we were a group, and he had a show in Kentucky, and I remember I did my joke, I did my set, and of course it was okay at best. I'm not gonna act like it was.
And no one's first set is like.
That was my first set.
Yeah,
but it just was like,
was it your first set in front of an audience?
It was my first booked show.
Nice.
No, it wasn't my first time in front of an audience, but it was my first like the people booked me to be there.
Cool.
So I did that show, and I remember. No, it went well. It went well, but I remember somebody had did a little callback on me, and the crowd loved it, and I was kind of in my feelings. Okay. So at the end, I went up and I grabbed.
Was it the host or was it a comic?
It was one of the comics.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they were funny though. But
yeah.
And then I grabbed the mic and I was like,
that's dick, but it happens.
I was like, hold on, I'm gonna let you finish. And then of course it was like, but yeah, I wouldn't grab somebody's mic right now.
Wow. No.
But at the time you're like, what's Kanye. The funniest thing? Right. That was the whole thing. It was that was still a
Wait,
fresh...
so he grabbed the mic from you?
No, I grabbed the mic from him.
Right.
Just to make that, because he referenced me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't man enough to just take it.
Yeah. At least you didn't slap him.
No, I mean, I didn't think. I mean, that's not what it called for.
Will Smith yeah.
I didn't want to call for. It was just like.
Do you remember what it was?
No.
What was the comic's name? Put him on blast.
I don't remember, man.
Fuck this motherfucker.
I really wish I could find that whole class. But then after that, I started doing hood rooms around Cincinnati.
Okay.
And that was cool because it was like it's funny because in comedy you get like these bully types.
Yeah, and they exist.
Yeah, but they don't. That's just they think it's part of the culture.
It's insecurity, I think, a lot of it.
But it's fine though. I don't know why. Like I don't ever fully back down from a bully.
Yeah.
I kind of just look at it like, oh, gotta come back.
Is you want to do this?
Yeah, but this guy, he went so hard on me. He's like, comedy class. Like, what the man? He said, I learned to do comedy in a prison.
Yeah.
He said, you either be funny or you get choked out. And I was just like, yo,
what a weird prison.
And also,
is there a comedy prison?
Comedy prison. That's actually funny.
I thought they were just open mics. Yeah,
that's actually a good idea. We should make a comedy prison.
Comedy prison. That's a podcast. That's a whole podcast in itself.
Or just a show where people,
it's a good skit.
Yeah. Either you're incarcerated or you get locked up.
Come to New York. We'll shoot it.
Yeah. You put people in handcuffs and they do their set.
Yeah.
New York, they're doing that naked comedy show. You see that?
Which one?
A naked comedy show.
Naked comedy show?
Yeah, in Brooklyn.
You have to be naked?
I mean, I didn't do it, but yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, I think I've seen random posts.
Of
comedians
Instagram.
Naked. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I thought, did Bert Kreischer start that? Just taking this up? Because Bert Kreischer, he did a thing at the store. Right, and then someone followed him. No, his thing is taking his shirt off.
Yes, of course.
And I think I forget what the comedian's name is, but she took her top off too, and it was a whole fucking
when he comes,
the crowd went wild. No, a different person. Oh. And the crowd went wild. Mm-hmm. And she's pretty hot too. Anyway,
this person,
yeah, the comedian, yeah,
okay.
And it was a whole thing that, the bit was because Bert can take his shirt off and that's his thing.
Yeah.
And so a woman should be able to take her shirt off.
I agree 1,000%.
100%.
I do not understand.
There should be more topless stand-up women.
100%. I think we have evolved as a culture enough to not.
It is weird too.
High breasts.
Free the titty.
I used to do a joke about it actually.
Yeah.
I said how can you, when you're born, the first thing you get is a titty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at some point. With 2 through 18, they're illegal.
No tits. No tits till you're 18. Yeah.
Like, yo, I think
You only have tits till you're 2.
Yeah. It's a shame.
When do you stop breastfeeding? 2? One, probably 1.
I know somebody
Definitely
said
not
4.
2. 4?
I heard 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like Arrested Development shit. That's like Buster and like
just
like
nice reference. But yeah, I don't think they need to release the taboo on breastfeeding.
Yeah.
And there shouldn't be a taboo around.
There's Topless Day in New York. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, August.
But it also shouldn't be a limit to how long you're allowed to breastfeed. I don't even think we should be getting milk from cows anymore. We should just get milk from a local woman.
Milk from there should be milkers.
Just milk the women.
Yeah,
That's a whole job.
Milk.
That's something AI can't do. All these jobs being replaced by AI.
Hashtag milk the women.
Milk women. And look, I'm a feminist. I'm a feminist. Women should milk the women, so women have jobs.
Yeah.
And
the women should milk the women, or else it's
they milk
rape.
each other.
Yeah, women.
rape.
I think you just opened up a whole new like fetish category for me.
Like a double milking.
Double milking.
You know what I mean? You got 2 hands. You got 2 breasts. I mean,
true.
I don't think that's a coincidence.
It's not. Fuck. I'm gonna jerk off the weird shit later.
Oh man, but yeah. Anyway, that's how I started comedy. I did the show. Oh, and this was a good thing too.
Yeah.
I was leaving the show. Right. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I don't forgot who I brought with me.
It's the same show that the dude was on. That was.
Yeah. I grabbed the mic from him. Everybody laughed. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then I was leaving the car, and a dude ran, and he was like, "Hey, Jeremy, you forgot your money." And that was kind of cool. I kind of remember. I used to tell this story about this when I did my first hood show.
Okay.
And I did it. I was nervous because, like I said, it was like kind of.
You were just starting out.
Yeah, but also too, the comics around were like. It's kind of bullyish, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, you better be funny.
Prison.
You better be funny.
Better be funny.
Like, yo,
that's horrifying. I
don't think he's funny. But the dude who was running the show, he was like, man, like, yo, I can't believe in you, bro. Like, I think you're gonna go far, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, you know what I mean? And then he was like, so when he put me up, I did well.
Yeah.
But nervous as hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nervous.
You need it. I'm nervous every time I go up.
I was shook, but I did it. But also too, it was not too far from the neighborhood I grew up in. So that's how I got a little fortunate too. And then
home field advantage.
Yeah, and then I remember at the end I was like, because I think they told me, oh yeah, one dude was like, yo, you get your money? And I was like, nah. So then I went up to the dude who said he believed in me. I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, dude told me to come get my money. He was like, oh, let me be right back. He's like, yeah, get something from the bar. And back then I didn't drink at all, so I'm just waiting at the bar. Waiting.
Shirley Temple.
Yo, like, no, bro, like 30 minutes passed.
Damn.
And dude was like, yeah, he ain't coming back. So I just thought I was interested in that.
Back,
I did the white show in Kentucky. And I was terrified there too, just because of Kentucky.
Yeah, dude. And they don't like melanin in Kentucky.
Well, let me be a little defensive of Kentucky. It's not just that, not necessarily that. What it is that, like, well, shoot, it's crazy because Cincinnati had one of the biggest riots over police brutality right before whatever.
Yeah.
But that was just a thing for being in Ohio. Like they said, like being from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like say, hey, be careful over there in Kentucky. Because something can happen.
Yeah.
And that's just like when I was in D.C., they said the same thing about Virginia. They say, hey, man, slow down. I remember I was driving. Dude was like, hey, slow down. It's Virginia, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing the speed limit. He's like, I know, right?
Yeah.
Slow down. I'm like, what?
That's fucked up.
So that was
That's real fucked up, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's real. But hey, man, I survived, so I'm good.
That's thank God. Yeah. It's like I thank God that someone, 200 years ago raped my great grandma.
Gosh, you do not want to put this on YouTube, huh?
It's gonna I'll censor the rape joke, I guess. But like I have like red beard hair. I don't know if you can see it now when the summer comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have an ambiguously white face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Gabriella.
Hey, Gabriella.
Hi, Gabrielle. How you doing? This is her place, by the way. She is a fantastic writer and director. Do you want to say hi?
I didn't want to bother you.
No.
I wait 45 minutes. I'm like,
No, has it already been 45 minutes? Has it already been 45 minutes?
This probably has.
Oh man.
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. No. Do whatever you want to do.
Hello.
Hi, Gabrielle. You want to say hi, Gabrielle?
I think.
Yeah. She is a writer and
Hello.
a director of comedy.
She could change your life, guys. Be nice to her.
Yeah. And she also has a wonderful property in Los Angeles and West Hollywood. So if anyone wants to stay in Hollywood and have a wonderful, there's a hot tub out there. It's a beautiful
Whoa!
place.
You're like gonna tell all these millions of followers. She's
all these millions of followers.
Yes.
Right now, what's gonna happen is either somebody's gonna kidnap me.
Yeah.
See?
Or
I didn't tell the
confiscate
address,
money, or
yeah.
just crash in the jacuzzi.
yeah,
Or maybe just
and she's gonna enjoy it.
want to roll.
You're getting paid at least, yeah.
Y'all want to roll? They want to role play.
Yeah. They want. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of swingers.
Any of those millions of more possibilities.
Yeah.
Millions of possibilities.
So many possibilities.
Disclosure of information.
What are you making? You're gonna make some pasta?
Yeah.
That's awesome. This is a bad podcast. This is my favorite podcast.
I want to
so far.
say, bro, you're
is
gonna
my
be
favorite
killing.
podcast.
You're gonna be killing.
This is what's up.
Yes.
This is up. Thank you guys. So this is you're getting a treat here. But yeah, so
Okay.
Try to be quiet.
no, you're good. We're just gonna we're talking about nonsense essentially.
Yes, there's a lot of
Yeah.
nonsense.
But what else? So I want to
Okay.
know more about you though too.
Okay.
So we figured out what made you start
Stand up.
made you start doing stand up, and you've been doing it quite a while.
Yeah.
And you lived in LA for how long?
Yeah, 12 years.
12 years. Did you move to LA for comedy or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was visiting a friend, and well, you know what? Initially, I was just visiting the friend, and just coming out here to L.A., Hollywood, or whatever. And I remember we walked up the Sunset. Walked up Sunset. That was like one of the first things we did. Literally, I dropped my stuff off, and we went to Sunset. We walked all of Sunset. We walked to the Laugh Factory.
Right.
Then we kept walking to the Comedy Store, and I had never heard of the Comedy Store before this moment.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when we were walking to the past the Laugh Factory. Tony Rock was standing outside,
Oh yeah.
and Tony Rock,
awesome.
huh?
It's awesome.
Right, and I had just when I was like waiting, I was like leaving my house to catch the plane. I was watching this movie called 3 Can Play That Game. And he was on there, and I saw his Comedy Central presents before that too. So watching that, and then landing in LA, walking up the street, running directly into him, and he was being really nice.
It's like fate.
Man, it was
serendipity right there.
It was like blowing my mind. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, you're Tony Rock, blah, blah, blah. He said,
Yeah.
yo, man, come in. He said, yo, meet the owner. I met Jamie Masada for the first time. He gets me in.
That's the owner of the
Laugh
store?
Factory.
Laugh
Laugh
Factory?
Factory,
Laugh
yeah.
Factory? Okay.
He gets me in. As soon as we sit down, Tiffany Haddish is the first comic they bring
That's
up.
awesome.
And, so yeah, these memories are kind of fond for me.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I
cool,
could
man.
be around these people and it's very casual now.
Yeah.
But back then, well, I didn't know. Tiffany wasn't famous at the time.
Right.
But just the whole idea of like, okay, yeah, I belong. I like this.
You like it, yeah.
This feeling, I can't get this anywhere else.
Yeah.
And then going to the Comedy Store, and I remember, man, it's so funny. I just remember I went to like the back. They weren't even open yet. I went to like the back entrance, and I don't know who it was, but I was like, I was just wondering like, how do you perform here? Asking some ignorant question.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, oh no, it takes like 4 years to perform here.
Yeah.
And he was right and wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that
It
long
takes
to perform.
10 years.
But
no.
Man, hey, I'm not past, and it's
depends.
been 10 years.
Yeah. Dude, it's hard to get past. I remember like back in the day, like I listened to a lot of these documentaries of like how Jerry Seinfeld started, and like getting past was just like it was you could just go up and ask if I could have an audition, and like now a lot of clubs are just like no, you have to have an agent, you have to this and that, you have to have a late night, and there's like a lot of, or you have to at least be in the game for like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people want to get into comedy. A lot of people want to do it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Which is great because it brings a lot of attention to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's way harder to get past. I mean, and me, especially me, like I've only been doing this like a few years, So it's just, you know, I know it's a long road ahead, and at the end of the day, like, you love to do it.
Yeah.
Like, we do this because we fucking love it.
Yeah, you know, at some point you have to let go of the expectation.
Yeah.
You know they say life's all about the journey, not about the destination.
100%. Yeah.
You know, and I know I'm blessed because I've been able to do a lot.
Yeah. You're a killer
comedy.
too. I finally actually got to see you while you were out here in LA.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're a fucking killer. So it surprises the shit out of me. Like, what the fuck? If you can't get, what the fuck am I fucking...
What did you think? Since
all I tell is suicide jokes. No, I'm just kidding.
since I impressed you, what did you think of my set? You know,
it was
that was
fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. So you've been kind enough to take me to every comedy club in Los Angeles.
Yeah, man. I gave you an amazing tour.
You've given me the best tour I've got. Am I allowed to say where you brought me? I mean,
yeah, sure.
Obviously, like the store, Laugh Factory, Flappers, the Ice House. Like you've really given me like the tour of comedy LA. And here's the thing about Jeremy, he just walks in everywhere and knows everyone. It is amazing. It is fantastic. Like, I got like the entire tour of like the Comedy Store, like throughout, like, you know, the hidden, you know, walkways and like the labyrinth that it is, and it was just like surreal. So I gotta thank you for giving me this amazing, you know, experience of comedy in LA.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, when I was out in New York, you know, though I've ran those streets many a times, you know, you stood out to me. You were, you know, just very, you know, fun and humble. You know, you know, in a place where there's just a lot of egos. You know.
Yeah.
And
I think it's because like I don't really have like the ego. I'm you know.
Yeah. And also,
I'm freshy.
Also, yeah, and also too, but you know, you're also just was cool and mature because you know a lot of people.
Because I'm old.
There it is.
A lot of comics start when they're like 20.
Yeah, actually, when I saw you, I was like, "Yo, this old guy is really cool to be around."
Thanks, man. Yeah.
We're like
so
the same
old.
age.
He sounds like Jon Lovitz.
You don't. The thing is, you don't naturally sound like Jon Lovitz, but you have inflections that I'm just like, "Oh, he could do."
He could do Jon Lovitz.
Yeah,
I could do the critic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do. I'm trying to tell you, you got the like perfect.
I used to love
voice
the
over
critic
voice.
too when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
I
don't
didn't
know
understand any of the jokes. It was such an adult show.
It was.
Yeah.
I just like no matter what movie they bring up, he'll describe the whole thing and then just like, yeah, it's like I think this isn't that bad. Like it stinks.
Yeah.
It just did it.
Damn.
But but no, seriously.
Thank
you know,
you.
and then you know, you gave me a ride in New York too. You know, that,
Of course.
a car in New York during the cold.
Well, because I'm from Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Where'd we go? Well, we met at Olive Tree, right?
Yeah, we went from
Well, we went from the stand to Comedy Cellar.
Comedy Cellar. Yeah.
Yeah, we hung out. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, I've known you for what, 2 months now?
2 months.
2 months, man, dude.
2
Yeah,
months.
and it's the best 2 months I've ever had in my life.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll be better without me.
They're leaving back. All right.
Okay.
He's breaking up with me.
How about the Grammys? Talk about the Grammys a little bit.
Talk about the Grammys?
A little bit, man. You know, you're a celebrity, bro.
Right.
You're a whole star.
You know what's funny about the Grammys?
Yeah.
Let me get one more White Claw. If you're not a celebrity, going to a place like the Grammys will remind you how much you are not a celebrity. Like,
Really?
oh, dude, don't get me wrong. It was hold on a second. The microphone.
I love this podcast. Put the mic between your legs.
Put the mic between my legs. The big black thick mic.
Oh wow!
I don't know what that feels like. Yeah. So yeah, the Grammys were awesome. The Grammys were.
Yeah.
It was once in a lifetime for me experience. I got invited by a very good buddy of mine who I'm producing a movie with, actually, a documentary, co-producing. There's a few producers on it. Jeremy, DJ Connect official on Instagram. He threw me an invite, and he's in the music industry. You know, he's a great producer, and he was hanging out with all like the bigwigs, right? But like, I was not. I was sitting in the nosebleeds. Like when it came to like the real ceremony.
Yeah.
But like the pre-ceremony, like the entire experience was, to be honest, like surreal. It was surreal just to like be on the red carpet and like see all those people. It's like you almost like we belong there, right? Like at tickets, like I was invited, but it's almost like, what am I doing here? But it was fun. And then like at the end of the day, it was like there was like a big after party, which was like I'm thinking like an after party like a rap party, like when you're done with like a movie or something like that. It's like at a big bar or something like that. But like this was like an entire like arena of just like huge, like stages and rooms of like partying. It was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. Yeah. And but dude, by the end of the day, I was so tired because it's a whole day event.
Of course, yeah.
Because there's like the pre-ceremony that starts at noon, and so from noon to when everything ends, it's like just to the after party. It's crazy. So by the time I got to the after party, I was like, damn, like I'm tired as fuck. And like at the same time, everyone's like having drinks, so I'm just boozing for 12 hours.
And, I wish I went.
But it was cool. It was really cool. I mean, it was cool, like essentially because every Grammy is like history. Like you're seeing history happen. And Jay-Z did that whole thing when he's like Beyonce deserved.
Yeah. Well, how was that in real time?
It was cool. Yeah, it was fine.
Did the audience react in like a way that was like?
Not really. At least from not where I was sitting because I was so far away. I can't like Crypto Arena is huge. Yeah. It's enormous.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice because I don't think normally it takes that many seats to fill the Grammys.
Dude, every seat was filled and everybody had a gown and a tux. It was I've never that's crazy how many people were invited. So it almost makes it feel like less exclusive.
I mean, yeah, but it's still, you were invited. Hey, I wasn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's still uber exclusive, but like it can still fill up like a fucking.
What's their capacity?
Arena.
I think it's like 17,000.
A lot.
Probably more
That's
than
a
that.
lot.
Yeah, and I wasn't there.
That's a lot. That's true. I was there. Yeah. Turns out I matter.
Was there anything that happened off camera or behind the scenes that people didn't,
that people didn't see?
Yeah.
Not really. It's pretty, at least from where I was sitting, it seemed pretty tame. It wasn't anything. Not that I saw. I feel like Killer Mike got arrested.
Yeah, you nothing?
I didn't see him get arrested. But here's the thing. So all the awards he won was the pre-ceremony. So the pre-ceremony, I was front row.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. The
cool.
pre-ceremony, I had the best seats.
Wow.
So I got to see that whole pre-ceremony where a lot of these people won. That was a huge treat. That was awesome. And not to say that the rest wasn't, but that was like, it is like being there. And I just saw, I got on a video like Killer Mike won like 3 in a row, right? Yeah. And I was like, that's crazy, top of the world.
Yeah.
And then like later in the day, my buddy's like, Killer Mike got arrested. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell did he do? I have no idea. I still don't know. I haven't Googled it yet.
That's actually my goal. I want to win like Comedy Grammy or an Oscar or something. And I want to be arrested on the same day.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy Scippio was pissing in the hallway. He was, like, yo, I want to go.
Champagne.
Yeah.
He was celebrating too hard.
You got to. You can't let nobody like hold you back.
No, dude. Fuck
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, if it's any time to get arrested, it would be after
it's at an
winning
award
3.
show. After winning 3 Grammys in a row.
Bruh.
Yeah, dude. He killed that shit.
I'll be shoving in their face.
100%.
I'll be the first person to get my Grammy taken back the same day.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, don't wait till the allegations come out. Take it back right now.
Jay-Z poured champagne in his Grammy and drank out of it.
Yeah, he's been doing that.
He's been doing
it's
that.
Kind of
That's his thing. That's his thing.
Yeah, it's hacky.
Okay.
Yeah, but he had the black Grammy. I've never seen that before.
I saw that too. I was like, "Where's the Grammy? Oh, it's black."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. Is it because he's black?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called the Dr. Dre.
Oh, right. He won the Dre Award. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a lifetime achievement, but I don't know. They keep naming. Oh, Global Impact. Now, what does that mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
I
mean, Jay. He's huge.
Yeah,
so is Dre.
Yeah, but so
he just gave it to the other billionaire that he knows.
Right. It's like that has to be lifetime achievement, right? That's what that means.
Why didn't he give it to M?
I mean, he probably gonna win it next year. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
This is a circle jerk right here, baby.
Yeah. The whole thing is a circle jerk. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna gonna award a surprise first year nominee Global Impact?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like a Global Impact for Lil Dicky. What?
That's an episode right there. That's an episode that they would
He's like,
make.
I think I want to give this back because it's black, not because I have a problem with black Grammys.
He would
but
just be real awkward about it.
yeah, just I don't feel like I deserve black. I feel like I took enough of your black.
And then Gator would just come up and just be like, "No, you deserve this shit, bro." It's a good show too.
Yeah, man.
He's postponing it.
What?
He's postponing the new season. Do you watch?
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I like. It's a nice song.
It's a good show. It's a stressful show.
Stressful why?
It's like there's so much. You ever watch Uncut Gems?
Yeah, I have to see that. When it came out, everybody was saying it's such a great movie.
It's a great movie, but like it's a
Adam
movie you
Sandler.
watch once.
Mm-hmm. He's not in it, right?
Yeah, he is. He's the main character.
Uncut Gems?
Yeah.
That was Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Who did you think I said?
I thought you were saying Lil Dicky.
No,
I was about to say what?
No. He's not in it. No.
I said Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
But yeah, man. What are we talking about?
I don't know. We should probably wrap this up.
Doesn't matter. Let's wrap this up. Is there shit that you want to plug?
Check me out at Night of the Hunted. That's currently streaming on AMC Plus and Shudder. I also have a comedy album out called Sociopath that's been streaming for the last 2 years. Grab that. I actually have a new one coming out. I don't know what it's going to be called, but it's going to be great. It's going to be called Taylor Swift, Can You Please Sit the Fuck Down?
That's a great fucking name for an album, dude. Yeah.
No, that's what I thought when I was watching the Grammys. I was like, all these people aren't your friends, Taylor.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Only Kelsey was there.
Huh?
If only Travis Kelsey was
Oh, he was definitely there.
there.
Let me see what else.
He wasn't.
Huh? Yeah, right.
I was there.
Well, come on. He probably just didn't get a front row seat.
He was
He's
sitting
probably
next to
sitting in your
me.
row. That's why he did. You're looking down below, and he's like, over here.
Come on, babe.
But let me see what else I want to plug. Splendid Radio on Farside TV. Tuesdays re-air on Mondays. Check that out. YouTube Farside TV. Yeah, that'll probably be
Awesome, dude.
Yeah. Oh, and at Jeremy Comedy on Instagram, probably be the best place. JeremyScippio.com, SCIPPIO.com.
Make sure you follow this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Again, no one's watching this.
Yeah. Also, follow my mom on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. My mother currently has more followers than me. She posts everything.
What does she do?
Huh?
What does your mom do?
Get on my nerves
Okay.
for a living professionally.
Does she just prank you?
No, she don't realize it's a prank. It's definitely from my point of view.
Dude.
She's being supportive.
That's cool.
A lot of mothers aren't.
That's cool.
She's been there since. Actually, you know, funny that first gig, I did it a second time. The one that didn't pay me.
Yeah.
She came with me the second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to be like, you better pay this motherfucker.
No, that would be funny if she was my security guard.
No, she was like, can I get on stage?
Of course. No,
Yeah.
she'll never get on stage, but she'll say, you should tell this joke.
That's cool. No, having supportive family is cool.
Absolutely.
My parents are dead.
Good night, folks.
Good night. And we're going to end on that. Dude, this is awesome, dude. Thank you for coming on.
Absolutely,
You're the
man.
fucking best.
You're my guy, man.
Fucking podcast over.
I don't know. He's throwing this blood symbol.
Where am I? Yep, there I go. Look at me tooling around. This is not a home improvement podcast.